How big is this case? I'm gonna need a bigger boat. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Motorcycle Rewind. Today, we're back with the Kawasaki GPZ 1100. The stuck Kawasaki GPZ 1100. And where we left off last time. Okay, so going past, what is that? Is that just full of water? Basically, it was Thursday night. Today is Monday night. I filled the cylinders full of Evapo-Rust, and we'll pull the spark plugs out, see how much is still in it, and let's see if it's made a difference or if it's all drained down. So stick with us. See if we can get this guy unstuck. Pulling out the spark plugs. This one was the shake this thing if we get a little bit of, yeah, there's still some in there. Good, hadn't all drained out, that's awesome. And let's check and see. It's not all the way, yeah, you can see it up at the top. That valve is partially covered. Yeah, you can see it right there. So it still has plenty of juice in there. There is no chain on this motorcycle, and I looked underneath it earlier. There's also no sprocket. So we got two options. We could try to put some juice to it and see if we hit the starter button and see what happens. Pull off this cover over here and see if we can put something on the little crank bolt right here. Let's see if it just moves. If it does anything. I don't think it will, but, and then if it does, if we do get any wiggle from it, we'll just go back and forth. The good thing is if we do get it to move any, we'll just fill the cylinders back up and because we'll be able to get the juice in different spots. I'd rather go with the big one around here. So let's see. Let's give it a go. See, what do you know? Odds that this thing moves. I'm not gonna put a bar on it or anything. I don't want to crank on it too hard. I just want to see if I can get it to move with this. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. Did you see that? Oh, it did move like a, look, my juice is coming out. Oh, did you see that? It's actually moving. Is this the correct way? Yeah, this is the way it's supposed to turn, so. Hey, 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 hey! I am making the mess to end all messes. I could have cleaned it out, but I guess I am cleaning it out. Hey, this thing is spinning. Oh, it's getting a little tight. Getting a little tight. Let's see if we can go back. Oh, came out the top. Let's see if we can go back the other way. I could have drained the juice out. Getting hard right there. You know what let's do? Let's drain this stuff out, scope these cylinders, and see what they look like. Actually, I can't help myself. Oh, juice. I am making a mess. Good thing tomorrow's the day I mop the floor. Yeah, let's... Oh, I think I'm making it all the way around. That's coming out the top. Oh, I am making a mess. It's spinning around. I don't know about you guys, but this thing looks like it, you know, apart from the mess that I'm making, which I'll clean it up, but that engine doesn't seem like it's seized anymore. Let's keep going at it. This is awesome. Oh, let me put you up here, get you a bigger view. Let me clean up this mess real quick because this is just going to keep getting worse. Okay guys, I cleaned up, and by clean up, I mean I put more cardboard down. Thanks Amazon. But now we're just going to suck the, oh, this is awesome. Look, it's pushed it up. This was the really bad one. I'm going to suck all the juice out of it. Let's scope this real quick. Here, this is number 4. Still looks rough. That's the top of the cylinder, top of the piston, I mean. We're going to soak it some more. We're not done. Again, we just wanted, the first task was to free it up. Let's look at number 3. Number 3, there's the valve open. Number 3 is at the top. Okay, so this is number 2. Look at that. Cylinder wall. Oh, that cylinder looks pretty good. Top of the piston looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and fill the cylinders again with Evapo-Rust because they're still rusty on the inside. And then I'm just going to let it sit. I'm going to let it sit. I'll come back to it in a couple of days. And I'm going to have to rinse out the inside because these were stored with without spark plugs in it. So there's a whole bunch of grime in there. I'm going to have to try to suck out, get out. I think I may, after I go through this round, I may fill it with some ATF. I'm going to actually, tomorrow, I'll dump all the fluids out of it and I'll just fill it up with ATF, Marvel Mystery Oil, and just start cycling it through because I've got to clean out the bottom end too. So I'm going to fill it up again with Evapo-Rust and let it keep doing its work. Now we actually have a 1983 Kawasaki GPZ with an engine that's not seized. Now, the engine may still be crap. We don't know, but at least everything moves. If you enjoy this, leave a comment down below. That'll help us out tremendously. Okay guys, so it's been another day. Last night I ended up pushing the GPZ outside. I cranked it over a couple of times with the wrench. Just blew everything out, got everything out of it. The cylinders should be mostly empty now. I did spray a little bit of WD-40 on the inside just to loosen up if there's anything in there. Need to figure out a way to rinse out the inside of the cylinder because it's just got trash in there because it was stored again with the spark plugs out. But our goal today is to we're going to look at the cylinders again with the scope, and then we're going to drain the oil because I'm curious to see what that oil looks like. Okay, just pulling these spark plugs out. You can tell we are set up to make a mess. Okay, we're going to suck this stuff out. Okay, I'm going to spray them full of brake cleaner. Again, it can't hurt. And then I'm going to suck it out. Okay guys, let's just use the air compressor to blow it out. Let's see what'll happen. Let me just keep this off the garage door. This one, next one. Oh. All right, let's go into the other side. Okay, let me turn this engine over a little bit, get it at a different spot, and see if I can look at all just the crap. The engine at a different spot and see See if I can blow out some more. That was pretty foul, as you can tell by what came flying out of the, look, this is just straight up mud. This isn't carbon or anything like that. This is just mud. So let's take a look inside and see what they look like now. This is cylinder number 1. That's the back of the valve right there, back of the exhaust valve. This looks pretty good. Cylinder walls look pretty good. See, it just had trash in there. It's what we were looking at. So that's it. Let's look at number 2. Whoa, that looks pretty good. I'm thinking this thing is usable. Here we are, number 3. Again, back of the valve. See if we can skate by. That's the exhaust valve. Come on. Oh, intake valve, sorry. Look at that. Still has a little bit of funk on the sidewall over there. But I think I can get more of that out, but it looks like it cleaned up. This guy looks like some staining on the wall. See, there's still trash. Look at that. See that stuff running down right there? That's just, see that right there? That's just trash. You can see it running back down. So, yeah, I think it just needs some more cleaning. But just the line of junk. Yeah, it's cleaning up. So, yeah, I like this. This thing's pretty good. Let's see. I do have the Speedo in here. Okay, so drum roll, please, for the guess of mileage. Hold on, look in there. Does that say 5,466.9 miles? 5,000 miles on it? That's crazy town if it is. I thought when I looked at it the other day it was 54,000, but that's 5,466. Now, we don't know how long the Speedo's been off. I would guess it's been off since they put the GSXR front end on it. The good thing about getting parts when you get one of these bikes in a Build-A-Bike state that this one's in is there's some paperwork in here. So, like I found a receipt that has 6/23/2014 for some parts. These are all parts. The date is right there, 4/29/14. The sprocket was 6/18/14. So all this stuff was ordered around then, right? So I'm guessing it was off the road 10 years ago. Chain right here, it doesn't have a chain. So I'm guessing in 2014 when this was ordered, they were either planning ahead or they were trying to put it back together and doing this. And the previous owner said when they put the Suzuki front end on it and rear swing arm that it had no suspension. So, hey, I'm going to do this. It didn't work, so that's where we end up. So this thing could have, in fact, the fairing, it could have just 5,000 miles on it. The fairings and everything were off of it because, I'll show you right here. I think this was kind of one of the things that happened. So they put this front end, they put this GSXR front end on it and rebuilt this. Either they just wanted to go in a straight line or they didn't like turning because this is the only range lock to lock. That's it. We don't get any more. So if you got to make a U-turn, we're talking not even a K-turn. You're having to back this thing up, trying to move it around. It's not going to work. And then the other thing is this is for the ignition. This is for the ignition right here, and it doesn't fit on here. So they were going to have to rewire everything because this is where the key switch goes in. So I think they started down this road and then realized that it was a longer road than they wanted to be on. So this thing could only have let's say it's got 10,000 miles. Let's say the Speedo was off for a long time. So these cylinders look pretty good. So it very well could be that. So let's dump the oil from the bottom end and let's see what that looks like. Let's see it a treat. It's got to have water in it. Again, it was stored outside. I know some of Evapo-Rust leaked down, but I'm curious to see what's in there. Although, you know, we didn't leak down a lot of Evapo-Rust because what we put in, it stayed in the cylinders. When I cranked it over, it pushed it out the top. So I'll be curious to see. So let's dump that. Let me get you guys set up. Okay, let's see if we can break these loose without knocking this thing off the stand. Oh, good. That moved a little bit. Let's get this one. Okay. Oh, well, I was right. There's water in the bottom end. I wanted to catch it. Where did you just run it all down here? Let's see if we can. I wanted to see what we came up with. Come on. Yeah, that's that's all water. Look. Okay, how long before we get some oil? It's still coming out. So that's 2 quarts so far of water. That's 3 plus. Is there some oil in here? Does this thing have a radiator? Oh, maybe it does. This is the radiator. Maybe this is the radiator. Is that the radiator? No, there's not a radiator. That's an oil cooler. Do we have any? I'm gonna need a bigger bucket. I'm definitely gonna need a bigger boat. Holy crap. Come on, it's gotta stop at some point. How big is this case? I'm gonna need a bigger boat. I seriously, that is an oil cooler. Okay, I've got to stop this because my bucket is full. That's ridiculous. Let me go get another one. Okay, let's go. Bucket number 2. Right, this thing does not, that's an oil cooler. That is not a radiator. Oh, there we go. We're at the milkshake. That is so yummy. That's butterscotch flavored. Oh, here come the chunks. Let's get this guy off too. I'm gonna need a bigger bucket. Oh, this is the whole oil filter. Oh. This thing, I don't think I'm prepared to take this guy off, right? Because I don't have enough room in this bucket for the splashdown. Oh, look at that. So, I put some Evapo-Rust in here. I didn't put gallons. Let's be very clear. I'm gonna run out of room. Oh, there come the chunks. I am serious. This is yummy. This is just comical. Moral of the story is do not store your motorcycles outside without spark plugs. Let me see if I can get this guy out now. The oil filter come out. I do not have another oil filter to put on, but I don't think I need to. Not for where we're going. Let me see if I can get this guy out. I hope this is, oh, this feels like there's oil in here. This is gonna make a splash. Yeah, no, that's just the oil filter. That's awesome. Guys, this is bananas. Look at this. I don't know how big this bucket is, how much it holds. This is all mostly water. You saw it coming out. Okay, so I took 5-gallon bucket. I poured it all in. That's probably 3.5 gallons of juice that came out of this case. Okay, this is it going in. I got some goo on it. But it doesn't look too bad. I mean, it doesn't look, I'm not seeing it furry anywhere. Let's see if I can get all the way over here. Yeah. See if I can go beyond that. That's it. Let me wipe this sucker off. Doesn't look, I mean, I expected this to be all funky. I'm not sure exactly what that is, but I'm running into stuff. It's hard. I'm going to have to let it drain a little bit more, and we'll try looking at it a little bit later. Guys, I'm feeling pretty good about the rotating assembly of this motorcycle. My only area of concern with this motorcycle is actually two, maybe three areas. The front forks, because I'd rather put some stock forks on it. The rear swing arm, because we know this one does not work, because you get no suspension at all. And number three, probably the most important to me, this ECU. This guy right here. Again, if there was gallons of water in this thing, stored outside with no seat on it, I'm guessing this guy is going to be pretty toasty. So I think that's going to be our biggest challenge, because that's going to stop us from running the engine. Okay guys, let's see what juice we have. We went through the cabinet of wonders, and this is what we came up with. Got maybe a quart and a half of that ATF, maybe about a half a quart of that, maybe about a whole quart of that one. Let's see, we have a little bit of this, maybe about halfway, which is what we're going to pour in. We're just going to dump it all in there and see. It takes 6.7 liters, so we're just going to pour all this in. This is this oil. This motorcycle stopped being a free motorcycle. I'm putting $30 worth of fluids in it, at least, maybe 40. So just a little bit in here, just lubricate the top end. Okay, let me get this on. Let me just crank it. And I'm really just gonna let it sit like this till I decide I've got other projects in the way, right? At least the engine's free, and yeah, just wanted to take and get the drill on there and really see if we can get it moving around. Still has some stuff I have to clear out. Okay guys, so that's where we're going to end it. Right there, the GPZ 1100 now is free. It was free, and now the engine's free. Now it actually costs me some money now because I've got all the juice in there. It's going to stay like this until I get back to it. I mean, to be honest, I don't have, this is on a long-term kind of thing. I've got the other three other projects I got to finish: the Honda C200, the Moto Guzzi, and the CB750 that I'm waiting on, trying to finish those up. And then we'll get to this guy. Like I said before, this is the big thing. If the ECU works and the ECU will work, we'll move forward with it. If not, we're going to move forward with moving it on to somebody else's house, or moving pieces and parts to other people's houses. So guys, I want to thank you for watching yet another episode of Motorcycle Rewind. Do me a favor, like, tag, share, and follow us on Instagram at Motorcycle Rewind, and hit the subscribe button. Thanks again, guys, and have a great day.